We are here with the legendary MC Craig G, you know what I'm saying, up in here.
Thank you, man. You always
good to see
always
you,
open
bro.
the doors for me when I come through, man. I'm very appreciative, man. You know, we do it for the culture, not like how these cultures say it, like the real culture. But yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I totally.
I always got to start off with like some angry rap rant, don't I?
Hey, man, you know,
nah,
it's all good, shit. You know that.
You gotta say how you feel, bro.
You gotta say how you feel, bro. Like fucking Rampage was up in here the other day.
I saw pictures of that, yeah.
And you know, he's got this new joint come out, right? no mumble rap, but he was very passionate about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's
shout out to Rampage.
You know, you gotta, hey, whatever it is, man.
Yeah.
Can't be mad at that.
But shit. I can't be mad. I can't be angry with all this great weed around, man. I could be angry. I could be angry that I gotta go back to New York tonight.
That's valid. You know, that's valid.
Yeah, you can't get that much weed out there, bro.
Ah, buddy, boy, I tell you, man. I don't even be wanting to smoke like a day or two after I get home.
Well, what's crazy is that you can actually get some good shit. The problem is that it's expensive as fuck.
Yes, exactly.
You know, you come here, it's not as expensive because, I mean, you know.
You feel like your plug's been getting over on you and shit. You're like, damn, man.
Totally.
Yeah, bro, that's fucked up. It's
make a call and shit, man. I shouldn't be paying $40 for it.
Like, why you got me like this, man?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, we've been getting some. For once lately, we have been getting something other than sour though.
Yeah.
Way in New York now, like
sour's still big out there.
For some people, yeah. For like the younger dudes.
No, yeah, because sour's still a good flavor, especially out there. Because I mean, before that came in, they were smoking a lot of Canadian weed.
Yes,
that was
like
a
lot of mids.
A lot of mids.
Yes.
Mid zone.
British Columbia specials.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I know. I had some of it. You know, it was a tough time for you guys then.
But I was in Cali for 420.
I'll see you. There you go. A place to be. The place to be, if you ask me.
It's a crazy, weird story how I wound up out here. I was supposed to be doing the High Times Cannabis Cup.
Right.
On my boy Freddie Sage's Green Holding stage.
Oh, the Green Holding. Yeah.
Right.
And then something happened.
With
I was
the vendors,
on the plane going home, coming here, and I got to the airport and saw all these wild messages about how it was going to be canceled.
Yeah.
And I, you know, it's the first time I met this dude, but I can't front. In less than 48 hours, they had an alternative spot in Adelanto where it was fully licensed.
Oh, the baseball field?
Yeah. And it was, you know, listen, it was one of my first ones, so I was enjoying the hell out of myself.
Yeah,
man.
of course.
And then you had King T rocking, you had the Licks rocking, you had
it was a nice little
It was a nice little event, a lot of vendors, and I was very high. Like I had to take a CBD tincture at the end because I was so high.
What was the best flavor you had yesterday?
The best flavor
on 20.
It's a guy I fucking know. His name is Wiser Bud, and it was called Black Triangle.
Huh.
Wiser Buds?
Yeah, it's my boy. Like, and I know him, and he was there, and I was like, holy shit! And he gave me some. I had to go sit down, man. I'm a lightweight kinda still, man. I can't wait to graduate to you guys' level.
Yeah, you got to spend a little bit more time out here.
Before we went on the air.
Come to Greenthumb University. We'll get you right up to par.
Man. Before we went on the air, I was scared of this. I'm afraid of dabs, man.
Yeah.
You know, it'll fuck you up.
Yeah, it'll fuck you up. But as you gain tolerance, it's not so bad.
You know what, my boy, and it's my boy. He has a sneaker store in Long Island called Crud Mart, and he did like a lot of tracks on my last album. He barely smokes anymore. He just does rigs, and he said he'll tell me like, yo, this rig doesn't pull that strong. You can take a pull. But the first time I did it, he has like a studio in his attic, and I'm standing up against the wall with a little window in the booth is, and I do the rig, and I just start laughing uncontrollably and slid down the floor on my back.
As you exhaled?
Yes.
Damn, that's almost like the way like Savia hits you or something, you know? Like that's like, damn, they hit you that hard, you know?
I really felt like I was tripping balls.
But he didn't like fuck you up, like he didn't give you a red hot dab or anything like that. Like, he treated you good.
Let it cool off.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right.
That shit still like really smacked me, man. Like I couldn't believe it. Like I was like, you gotta look at it like, what the fuck you put in there? And then now, when I go there to record, I'd still be like, you want to take a ray? I'll be like, nope, not till I'm done recording.
Yeah.
You know, when this shit barely came out, like, and I found out about in dispensaries, they would be in titanium shit and they'd be red hot, bro, and that's how you would take it. That shit would devastate anybody, bro.
That'll take your head off.
You know what's crazy though? One time I did the one with the box here. That one was smooth. It was like a vape version.
Right.
Oh, the e-nail.
That was smooth. I burnt my finger on it, remember? Y'all was right on it,
yeah,
too,
that's
though.
right.
Y'all was right on it. Like, yo, put this on there, wrap it up, and my shit did not bubble or nothing.
Yeah, because people forget to not touch that.
But that was smooth.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was wax, right? That was smooth because I guess the vape portion of it.
Well, it's just with an e-nail, when it's electrical, it allows you to control the actual temperature you're getting. So, like, if you're not really trying to get fucked up, see, that'll be perfect for you to give dabs a second chance. Like, if you keep yours at like 300 degrees as compared to 700, which is the normal temperature, you'd be able to enjoy just the flavor.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What's that?
Since I'm flying home tonight, and you're walking me through it, let's fucking do one.
Oh shit.
Oh hell yeah, the damn. All right, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I've done it before, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna treat me right.
Yes.
He looks like a nice bud tender.
Yes, he's gonna be.
He looks like a nice bud tender.
Like a nice bud tender. Let me mosey up to the bar and tell you my troubles.
I'm gonna give you a little more sauce than anything. That way you get flavor.
Make sure it's a low temper. So
well, I'm sitting down too,
yes,
so this is good.
Yes, make sure that you give him a low temper so he can enjoy that, bro.
Yeah, no.
And I remember, was it Roscoe?
Yeah, Roscoe.
And this was before I even knew what they were, and I saw that video.
Yeah, that probably scared a lot of people off.
I seen one where the guy fell through the glass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he broke that shit.
Well, what I will tell you, and I learned this immediately, is if you're new to it, make sure your ass is sitting down.
Yeah.
At the very least. When I stood up, it was bad.
And if you're gonna get up, don't get up fast.
No.
Because that's where you fuck up, right?
Yeah, if you don't have, like, some people, like, they don't realize they're unhealthy until something like shit like that happens to them. You know, they're like, hey, dude, you don't have the lungs, or the stamina, or the cardio to even and then also, get up right after that.
You gotta know your limitations, man. Like, listen, you know what I mean? Listen, I still will enjoy the hell out of some good flowers, but this I'm very sparse on because it is just way too strong.
Nah, I even got the timer on, so it's gonna taste.
Listen, I'm no punk, man. All right, you understand me? We're gonna do this. I seen a girl take one yesterday.
Oh yeah.
That really showed me up though. She was pulling on that shit for like 14 minutes.
Damn, I think you're good.
You could probably swim underwater.
Your voice is like a combination of Fergie and Jesus.
Hold on. You gotta let that melt.
Smoke.
There it is.
Yeah, all right.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
That
deserves some of them.
That was white light level. I don't know how y'all do it.
You know, I remember I used my first year. I would be falling asleep different places here because, like, I would get fucked up. Like,
we would find him, you know, on one of the couches, knocked the fuck out.
See, I had shades on right now. You don't know how many times my eyes opened and closed in the last 15 seconds once I started inhaling that pull.
You do it every day. Like, and then like the weed to me is cool. Like when you're around a lot of people, but then this shit just gives me right where I need to. And then the fact that it tastes good, it just makes you want to do it over and over again.
There's not a lot of good quality in this shit.
Yeah, there ain't none of that shit.
Yeah, it's not a lot of good quality. So maybe that's another reason. That right there, I could taste the flavor of it and everything.
Whoever has it is keeping it to themselves.
Oh yeah, because it's like they're probably going through it, like just hoarding it. Like I know
My
people.
boy barely smokes flowers anymore. He just does that shit.
Yeah.
I'll sit in the studio with him and watch him do it, like take 6 rig pulls and be like, how are you even functioning, yo?
Yeah, you know, it's all about building the tolerance. You know what I mean? If you build tolerance for it, you could smoke that shit, you know, more than most. You know, smoking that shit all day like we smoke joints, that would be hard.
I got a lot of shit to do during the day.
Yeah.
Man. I can't possibly do it. Yeah. I could smoke and function regularly with flowers. Like I could do my whole daily routine.
Yeah, because you're used to that.
That's,
look, there goes.
Like that's
sleep. One of the.
Yeah, see.
It's one of the videos where they caught him slipping.
And I would not be surprised if that would be me. Yeah, because that shit. And the first time I did it, I really felt like it. It was like, yo, this is like the first time I ever smoked. It feels like.
That's a cold filter they put on you. They put
the airplane night goggles on.
the night fucking shit on, the night mask.
It's happened here, bro. It does happen. Even even my routine here, at least I spend like probably like when I'm doing shit on the desk, I'll spend an hour just doing dabs back to back.
I mean,
just,
yeah,
just doing my emails. It's like coffee and shit.
Gee willikers. I just
coffee and dabs.
Coffee and dabs. Well,
because you know it's like a poor man's speedball. You know, slow and fast.
Yeah, and my vape has a thing for that now. It has like my packs has a cartridge you can put in, but it's just so messy I don't use it.
Yeah.
It's like this plastic. It's like the back with a battery, but it's plastic. You concentrate in there and throw it on, and it's actually smoother too. It felt like the box, but when it's done, it's all type of fucking melted shit around it. You gotta soak it for 2 days. It's too much.
Yeah.
But again, I really don't believe with the amount of consistent growers you guys got here. I'm sure that shit is always top quality.
Oh yeah. There's not too many booth bags that come around here unless somebody's playing a prank. You know what I mean?
Or they're sending it to New York probably. I hate to tell my people, we are getting all the rejected California bud, most likely.
Yeah, you know, if you get, I ain't gonna lie, like he has a big point. But there are those motherfuckers out there that get real love, and you'll see them flexing hard because they get that. They get that prepackaged shit. They get the fucking award-winning cup shatters and shit.
It's crazy because like I've been to all the meccas almost except Washington State yet, but I've Denver, Amsterdam, and still nothing compares to the good old sunny California.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, hands down, best weed out here.
I think it's just we're known for the OG.
Yeah, well, it's not just the OG anymore. It's all the other flavors.
You know what's getting popular in New York too?
Sherbet,
Girl Scout.
Girl Scout, yeah.
No. I thought you was gonna say gelato.
Nah, not one of my boys.
Step by step. Because not all those flavors can get down there and land down there properly. You know, it's got to be like little by little.
Shout out to Green Apple Meds. They be always this, like, as a handful of people I know in New York, a handful where I feel like I'm in Cali. But they never, you know, they're terrible. I love y'all guys, but I never answer the phone.
They're going to open up a shop down there.
Listen, I believe we're possibly maybe a year away.
A year away from some shops, huh?
Yeah, well, they already have a couple of medical ones.
Right.
But at this point in New York, they'd have to wheel you in on a gurney
to get.
Yeah. You'd have to have like an IV in your arm and shit, and they fucking be hitting clear on your chest for them to give you some shit.
Yeah, the rules are too fucking strict.
Yeah, but Chuck Schumer, who's the Democratic, he just made a speech about it. He's just like, you know, it's a waste of people's time in New York, man. You know, it's a way, and the opioid shit is getting really bad in New York.
Yeah, I heard that shit is pretty fucked up.
It's getting really bad in New York. So at this point, I believe maybe a year and then a couple of more years when it's like recreational. They're gonna experiment first.
Because they're treating people on opiates with that shit out there.
Every state does.
Yeah, they're gonna experiment with it at first, and plus, especially it's had so much resistance. You know what I mean? It had so much resistance that they're gonna definitely do it, but. One thing you gotta love about politicians is they're greedy and they're just watching the money be made. So I think our kids in their lifetime is gonna see it straight up just good. But how bad will it fuck it up? When you know how when the government gets involved with shit.
Yeah, over time they fuck it up.
They fuck it up somehow, some way. Someone finds a way to fuck it up.
But you know, I think the way the let's just say the wine industry, you have like the big franchises that have their vineyards that, you know, are like corporate size.
Yeah.
And then you have the mom and pop size. And I think like that'll be in the cannabis lane. You'll have like the corporate and then the independents.
Like the Bulldog Cafe in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And the little hole in the wall.
Right.
Coffee shop. And you'd be like, well, shit, let me go listen in. This is... You know, the fancier shit gets, sometimes they just forget to stick to the rules. As long as they don't push all the mom and pops out, we'll be good, I think.
Yeah, well, they're going to try to do that, but, you know, there'll be some that can hang and stay in because they have enough financial backing or whatever.
Or be plugged in the right way.
Or have a solid brand that they can, you know, that they've been doing that they can continue to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, the last time I came out here, you gave me some fucking Jungle Boys. I couldn't stop talking about that shit.
Oh yeah, they got some good flavors down there.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like I said, it's almost a branding thing now. So at some point we're gonna talk. I need to get a Craig G strain of something. Something. If it's in New York, shit, it'd have to be sour.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Call it East Coast Storm.
Because that's what motherfuckers want.
They want in New York.
Until one of the other strains hit down there somewhere. One of the new rappers got to be talking about it.
I guess so, yeah. That's the whole shit. I enjoy the sour, man. I mean, you know, every now and then, but you know how it is when you're not having a lot of different. You get stuck on one flavor.
Right.
And your tolerance will grow to it. Like, you know, this is for the amateur smokers. I know the real smokers know this. So I just love enjoying different flavors. It's become like a wine tasting thing to me.
Yeah, I like flavors a lot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, because a lot of us used to be that way. I mean, you know, if it wasn't OG, we wouldn't even fuck with it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, when the cookies came around, that sort of changed our whole mentality on things. We started checking out other flavors.
Well, I really think you were like one of the first guys that started educating me on it. Like, you know, like that shit may smell and seem decent, but that's bullshit.
Right. Some of it is you know, yeah. Some of it looks great and smells great, but then when you smoke it, it's not really that
and
great.
in New York, a lot of dudes is just making up things and shit. And I be having to go to Leafly. Like, you know, there's no such thing as Gorilla Magilla OG, man.
No,
what the fuck are you trying to sell me, man?
Gorilla Magilla OG.
Yeah, man.
Some BC butt.
Yeah, man. They'll just make a fucking name up and be like, shit is fire. I'll be really, I'm like an old man sending soup back at a deli. Like, what? Nah, B, yo. No, don't try to sell this to me. Don't disrespect me like I don't travel.
Gorilla Magilla OG. Hey, I would be hella pissed though. Like, he's right though. You're about to buy some shit, and then you go on Leafly or something like that, like encyclopedia. You look, you're like, oh, Gorilla Magilla.
I be having to look, man, because they be trying to pull one over on me. And the funny shit about it is, what's sad is, it's not even sad. It's actually good. And so many people are coming out with strains that you gotta, for a second, think. So you gotta look the shit up, because it's like, that shit might have dropped last night.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not plugged in New York.
That shit might have dropped last night.
Everyone's trying to sell their, like, the bullshit that they have on the counter. Like, they have their real top shelf, but then they have the other stuff. And the other stuff is what they give the crazy names to, so that those
they can push it. It's like an image.
Go. Yeah, they need to they need more marketing on those, you know, shittier strains.
like,
so they fucking, you know, crazy ass names like the Magilla Gorilla OG.
Listen, I don't want to
out of here.
See, if I'm ever fortunate enough to get to the strain area where I can have some shit named after, even an oil pen, listen, let me just look in the camera when I say this. I know this guy, and I know what good smoke is, so you're not going to pull one over on me and have my name attached to some trash. So, just understand that, being that I keep putting this out in the universe, if anybody starts hitting me up, just don't bring no trash, homeboy.
Some stress.
Yeah.
You're like, this is stress, homie.
Hey, what do we call it? I'm gonna tell you right. What do we call it in New York? We call it what?
Booth.
Nah, not even booth, man. I forgot the. Oh, damn! It's gonna pop in my head, see, because I'm high off that fucking rig hit.
Yeah, off that hit.
Yeah, that rig hit smacked me. But we got a lot of names. Babbage, garbage. I call it Schwogo. Schwogo, because everyone says swag, but in some worlds, swag. I call it Schwogo. Like, you could smell it. You don't even have to smoke it. Somebody's smoking it, you'd be like, what? Where'd you get brown Arizona weed from? They still sell that?
Yeah, that's crazy that people still have that shit. That's crazy.
It's the older people, like, they be scared of the new shit.
Yeah, they don't want,
yeah. I want success, man. I don't want no goddamn, so. But to me, it's like the taste and everything. I'm really into that shit now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm really, I'll take a pull and be like, it's a hit. My boy is still impressed when you was in New York, and I passed you and you was like, oh, this is lemon. And my boy talked about that shit the other day. So I'm just amazed that I get to come here and enjoy the fruits of a good tree.
Hey, and now, you know, you get to sample flavors and, you know, you got to find a way to get them down there.
Yeah, well, I mean, we were talking about it, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I believe in a couple of years, New York is going, like, they're loosening up very slowly, but they're not going to be able to resist the money.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of money to be made. I mean, you know, in New York, it's like tourist capital.
Absolutely.
And, you know, most of those tourists, if they knew they could get, you know, cannabis there,
they would official.
Totally.
The only thing is they would have to really do the zoning right because New York is on top of each other.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they spread it out. We don't need 400,000 dispensaries.
No, because it's a small.
We don't need that. I would keep it in the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? In a city as big as New York, I don't need my cousin to have some weed with seeds in it, and he got a fucking cardboard sign on top of a deli. We don't need that.
No.
So I'm positive, like I said, and I told somebody else that I said our kids, by the time our kids are older, it'll be cool.
Yeah. We'll have fought the fight for them.
Yeah. Well, that's what we got to do, though. That's what they did for us in other instances. But
exactly.
I don't even want to get too deep. I'm just enjoying the hell out of being high, man.
There it is.
It's a good high, right? Like,
yeah, I like it's very, it gets your creative juices going.
That was a sativa, so I'm glad it's doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I can tell it.
Magnificent.
I'm up.
The flavor gets you up. It's like coffee and shit.
I'm up. So good job.
So what you got cracking right now?
Oh man, just doing more shows. I'm starting a new album. I'm still working on the EP with Knots, and like I take breaks like in writing sometimes. You know how it is. Like, you know, when you start writing a song and you feel like you're forcing it, I'll step away for a couple of weeks and just concentrate on shows and let it come naturally. I'm not one of those album every 4 months guys. I can't do that. I got to live some life to write.
Right.
You know, so I mean, but we're looking at a release sometime at the end of the year. I mean, what are y'all gonna stream it anyway? You know.
Right.
Yeah, I put out music to do shows, man.
That makes a lot of sense though. He's like, I need some life. I need to live some life for me to fucking have something to write about.
Yeah, man. I'm a sincere artist. Like most of the guys from my era, we talk about shit that we feel. Actually, it's not a thing where, you know, pop people we consider ourselves songwriters, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they didn't for a long time.
Yeah, they didn't.
But we are.
We are, man. So, you know, and I just take my time on that. But I believe we're going to rock at the MTV 30th anniversary, June 1st at Barclays Center. And we're doing these Juice Crew shows. And like I said, man, I'm just glad to be here.
That's going to be tight.
Yeah.
The fact that they're celebrating that, you know, it deserves to be celebrated. A lot of us, you know, our careers broke from there.
It brought hip-hop to areas like you'd be doing a show in Montana and be like, how the hell MTV Raps? Like,
MTV
really?
Raps,
yeah, so you gotta appreciate that, man.
And Ed and Dre are doing it.
Ed and Dre, Fab is in. And there's a lot of performers already.
It's going to be interesting to see who they get to come down there.
Yeah,
be a part of it.
I believe that, you know, a lot of people feel that way. It took a lot of people national.
Yeah, for sure.
It took a lot of people, not just New York, LA. When you say national, you say a show in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Places that you never thought you'd be.
Yeah, where you pull up to the place and there's no one in the city and you be thinking to yourself the first time you go, oh, this show's gonna be trash. Ain't nobody even outside. Then you get to the venue and be like, where did 900 people come from? They be like, I drove 2 towns over. I drove 3 towns over.
I took a plane to get here.
That was MTV Raps, though, for a lot of people, man.
For sure.
For a lot of people. So,
oh, yeah.
I've done a lot of shows in states where they just looking at me like, who the hell are you? Until I do the one song.
Right.
But I still appreciated it because I still talk to some of these people from out there, so it's cool.
You made the connection.
Yeah, that's all.
Hey, do you know who like any of the lineup for the?
Let's see. I can go on my phone. They have a whole plethora of people I've seen listed already.
Oh shit.
Let's run through it. Let me see if I can find it. Hey, this is a plug right here. Wait a minute. Yo, nah. Hold on a second. I'm gonna find it right now because okay, here we go. So, this was in Rolling Stone.
Right.
It says schedule to appear. A slew of artists featured on the show run from 88 to 95. Big Daddy Kane and the Juice Crew, Eric B. and Rakim, Dougie Fresh, KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, EPMD, Flavor Flav, Public Enemy, Melly Mel and Furious 5, Farside, Brand Nubian, Nice and Smooth, Onyx, Black Sheep, Dots Effect, Special Ed, Yo-Yo. Young black teenagers are gonna do Tap the Bottle. Wow, crazy. Weekend host Fab Five Freddy, Ed Lover, Dr. Dre, and T Money will be there, and I'm pretty sure your ass will wind up there at some point. You know, I mean, I was one of the few fortunate people that knew about y'all before MTV, but I'm sure a lot of people were like, you know. Yeah. I saw some legendary spring break shows with y'all.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, they in the beginning they fucking helped launch us up to about I would say. They never really hated on us, but their policies because of the weed shit, they couldn't play us as much as they would have liked to have played us because, you know, because we had a lot of great people down there at MTV that were actually Cypress Hill supporters and shit like that, and they fought for some of our videos to get.
It was a different time, then, but it was a different, it was a very different time. Like if it was now, they probably would be having goddamn contests.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Who can have more weed? Yeah, if they cared about music anymore.
Yeah, you know, it's a celebration at this point.
Absolutely, yeah. But that, I mean, again, you gotta. I saw a lot of videos for the first time on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What was the dude? He was an actor. He was in 40-Year-Old Virgin. What was the group? The College Boys.
Yeah.
You know that's dude from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Really?
Yeah, the black dude that worked in the shop with That's homeboy from the College Boys. Remember the College Boys?
Yeah, yeah.
I think they were from like Texas. I saw that on MTV Raps. That's all I know.
You talking about the black dude
with the bald head? He was in
a lot of
Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the College Boys. And you got to do your research. You do your YouTubes and Googles. And he probably got like a curly flat top because that was the style back then. But look at it, and you'll be like, holy shit, that was him. Yeah. But that was MTV Raps. I'd seen some shit I never really saw before.
And people made, a lane from that were, involved in it to whatever degree,
Yeah, well, I mean, it should be a dope show, man. And it's like, I've rocked Barclays Center before, but not the main stage, so this is going to be cool for me.
Hell yeah, it's going to be a good one. Word up, man. I want to thank you for chopping it up.
You already know, brother. I'm fucking still high from the fucking rig. And I may take another one before I leave. Who knows? Like, before I leave the premises, I might have to hit one more. I got to deal with TSA later.
All right. Well, shit.
So
you're gonna have, however it goes, you're gonna have a safe and high trip.
Absolutely. Back. It's the red eye, so I'm probably somebody who's sitting next to me. If you're next to my seat, I'm gonna be sawing lumber.
So yeah, that
is a phrase where you hear.
It's gonna be, in La La Land.
Absolutely, and I'm already there. So one love, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Look out for all the new stuff, man.
Let's get straight into C- right
C-?
here. Ones and twos. No break. Let's just go right into C-.
Oh, me.